everyone, welcome to Craft Week 9. Here we are as engineers, and I hope if you're watching this that means that you've already got your bridge design all set, your sketch is good, and you've got everything that you need. So I have my bridge design here. Oops, that I'm struggling to pick up, there we go. So here's my bridge design. I've got my sketch and I've got everything I need. So what have we got? I need newspaper rolls. Look at that, I've got heaps. Check. I need string. Got lots of that too. That's leftovers from other things. String, check. I've got a glue stick, check. And I've got some sticky tape, check. And one thing I didn't write on my list, but I am pretty sure I'm going to need, are some scissors. So we're all ready to go. I hope you've collected all the bits and pieces that you need to make your bridge. Oh, and your seam. Definitely going to need your seam to make your bridge. And I'm just going to show you a few ideas of how you can make your bridge using your newspaper rolls. And then I'll also show you how I made mine and how it turned out. Also, just remember that if you are struggling to think of ideas of what to use for your bridge, you can go back to our past lessons and have a look at some of the other bridges that we looked at together, give you some inspiration. I will also would also suggest that you use Lego or blocks or anything that else you can find at home. Yeah, so without further ado, here we go. So I wanted to show you how we could use our newspaper rolls to make some bridges. You don't have to use them entirely, but they're pretty cool and they're pretty strong, and they're actually really versatile. You can use them for a lot of things. So I want to take you back to making the shapes that you did with Mr. Price in your science lesson a couple of weeks ago. And also remembering that triangles are some of the strongest shapes that we have. So I'm going to show you that we're just doing some bending, a little bit more bending, and we have a triangle. Now, with this triangle, I wanted to make two in order, cut that better, in order to be able to make a square. And then from a square, I'm thinking of making a deck or a pillar. Let's have a go. So I've already made two, and when I put them together, I have a probably more of a rectangle. All the sides aren't even. And from this, I'm sure you can imagine we can use it for something in our bridge. So I'm thinking of making my pillars this way, so the big strong bits that will hold up my suspension bridge. All right, so I've made, excuse me, I've made one of my pillars, I think. We'll test it out. And I think I'm also going to probably give it some extra support and stick some of these bigger pieces of newspaper roll to the sides. What you may notice is all the triangles that I've used, so it's really strong. It's still a little bit wobbly because I haven't used a lot of sticky tape. But if I was to grab my setting, there we go. So with my setting in mind, I can see that that's probably a good height on either side. That looks like it reaches both sides really well. So I'm going to make another one of these, and then I'll make a deck as well. just completed my bridge. Ta-da! Now, this is a suspension bridge as I planned, and I've used big pieces of string across the top to show the really big strong cables that go from pillar to pillar. And then I've got my skinnier little pieces of string that are holding up my deck. As you can see, I've added triangles under here and over here to help hold it together so it's keeping it stable. It's not moving very much at all. I don't know if it's easy to see, but I've also added triangles here and here that help it keep it stable as well. And you can see my nice strong pillars that I made before are underneath. So there we go. That's one example of bridges that you can make. You do not have to make a suspension bridge. You can make any kind of bridge you like. Think about your setting and think about the different kinds of bridges that we looked at together and what will fit into your setting. Have fun, everyone.